Hi, I'm Elwood, and it's another action lighting video. Hey, I gotta take care of some business real quick first. If you're watching this on YouTube, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. It's the red one right below the picture. That'll really help me out. Also, if you really like these videos and you want to see them right when they come out, make sure to hit that little bell button too. Just click on that also. What that's gonna do is give you a notification right when I post something. I really appreciate it. It makes my work like me a lot more when I get more of those. So if you can help me out, I greatly appreciate it. Hey, anyways, today I'm here to talk about cabochons. You can see them all on the table in front of me right now. The reason why I'm talking about this today is that these traditionally in the past have always been a carnival light. You'll see these at any fair, amusement park. They're going to be on all the rides and stuff. They look beautiful. But lately, within the last year or so, I'm getting a lot of calls right now from sign makers, wedding planners, corporate event planners, people making marquee channel lights, all of that stuff. They're all using these. Why? Because they look great. As you can see on this channel, I hope you can see it, but it puts out this just beautiful pattern on whatever it's connected to. So, we here at Action Lighting, we carry 7 different kinds. So I wanted to take some time today to talk about what makes them different, how to identify them, and what's the parts that make up a complete unit. So I get calls all the time. Hey, can you help me out with some Cabochons, some Cabochons, some Cabochons? The names are all over the place, but the proper pronunciation is Cabochon. Okay, cabochon is actually just a faceted jewel. That's actually the definition of it. And you know, when I read that, I actually found it interesting because some of these, when you look at them and turn them in the light, they look like a jewel. My favorite descriptor a customer used one time when they called up is said, "Hey, do you have any of those cupcake lights?" I thought that was great. I knew what she was talking about right away. These all have the silhouette of a cupcake. Well, hey, let's say, as you can see in front of me, we got, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7 different varieties. Right here from the left, we have the U Mini, which is also in this channel right next to me. Right here, we have the U47, the U90, the U40 Star, or the 300U Star. This is going to be the ASL, and this is the Fun Light. So, any of these terms, if you search them on our website, they'll come up. However, I've made it a lot easier. All the links for the products are down in the description. So, as you can see, all of these silhouetted look almost the same, but they're very different. The best way to identify these things, if you already own some of them and you're looking to replace some parts, is you really want to pay attention to the cap and the base, which are these colored pieces. All of these have different patterns on their caps. As you can see, like this, and this is the U90 up here. This one has a swirl in the center. This one just has petals. The other thing you want to look at when you're trying to identify these is how do these connect together? You know, on the 47 here, they screw together like that. Also, another great way to identify them is how does the base connect? On this one, as you can see, it's going to connect with the snap ring, and it has these threads on the outside of it right there. On the U40, it's the opposite. The actual base is already pre-threaded, so you can screw the socket right in. But look at the cap, and this cap is very similar to that one, just slightly different. So the easiest thing for you, if you're having problems identifying them, the best thing to do is to call me. Yeah, that's right. I'm a real person. Just call 800-248-0076. Ask for Elwood, and I'll help you identify these. So just give me a call. But anyways, if you're doing it on your own, always be looking at the pattern on the cap, the way it attaches, whether it snaps or snaps on or has threads, and then the base. So when it comes to assembling these and their parts, these 4 right here, we always refer to as universal. The reason why they're universal is they're all going to use the same socket. This socket is very unique to this product because it's an E14. What does E14 mean? You know what it really means? It's going to be really hard to find. You're probably not going to find it in a big box store or anything like that. However, if you're watching this video, you already have that problem solved. Because action lighting, we got a warehouse full of the bulbs, and I'll get into that later. But this is the universal socket 300U SKT. It's going to fit on the U47, the U90, the U40, and the Starlight, okay? Also, one thing to note, all 4 of these and these parts are all sold in increments of 20. So if you need a red cap, you're going to be buying 20 of them, just so you know. In this assembly with this socket right here, let me take this apart for you. We have the socket. This socket, of course, is going to thread onto the base or snap ring, whatever's there that has the threads on there. That's basically holding it in place now. If we were actually really doing this properly, which I should be doing on this video, there's also a seal that fits on there. And that seal then is tapered, fits up, makes a great seal down there at the bottom. Then basically once that's installed, as you can see down here, we have 2 metal spikes in there, or vampire teeth. Those will puncture the wire when you screw the wire cap on, making the connection. So really easy to install, really easy to use. And these 4 right here are going to use the same thing. On the U Mini, as you can see, it's much smaller. So instead of using an E14, it uses an E10. Okay, really easy to find E10 bulbs. You call Elwood, you call Action Lighting. We got tons of them. So socket assembler is pretty much similar. Where it's a little bit different is over here with these guys right here. This right here is the Fun Light. The Fun Light actually has its own socket set. And although it looks almost identical to the one that the Universal I was holding up earlier, it's actually different. It's taller from here up, but more importantly, it's wider. The diameter of the socket's wider. It's not going to fit into any of these. It's only going to fit into the Fun Light. So make sure if you're ordering online and you order Fun Lights, make sure you order Fun Sockets. Okay, and as I said, if you have questions, just reach out to us anytime. This one right here, this is the ASL. I really like the ASL for one reason. It's UL listed, okay? So if you're dealing with an inspector or anything like that, especially on a sign job or something like that, you want to select the ASL. The ASL uses a snap ring on the bottom. Also has a different socket. However, all of these conceptually are the same. This socket, bulb fits in here, E14, screws into the base like so, and that's going to hold it in place. And then you just slide the wires down through these channels, and that makes the connection. Now, if you're going to be doing hundreds or thousands of these, make sure to give us a call, because there is a tool that's available that you can use to push the wires down into the socket. It'll make it a lot easier. However, this is not available online, so you got to give us a call. But yes, ASL. This one is UL approved, so something to note. Also, if you're wondering, hey, these look great, but what do I put them in? I would love to use these as a border for a sign. Always remember, at Action Lighting, we have the channel that we sell. This is an aluminum channel. It's 2¼ inches by 2¼ inches. It comes in a 6-foot stick. However, we can custom make this for you to any spacing, any lengths, any kind of complicated design. However, if you're interested in getting some custom channel, please reach out to us. Call us at the 800 number, 800-248-0076. We got the gold right here. This is the clear anodized right next to me. Hey, I'm going to be trying to put out a video about these products and other great sign products, marquee light products every week. So next week, let's talk about the bulbs that go in these. As I said, they're not really common. Their base sizes are E10s and E14s. I have a few here as examples. Some of them almost look like flashlight batteries on steroids. This is another light that I really like. Almost looks like a dinner plate, but these are great. But hey, tune in next week. We'll be talking about the bulbs that go with these. Both incandescent and LED. There are some things I like to think about depending on where you're using them. But hey, if you got any questions, please reach out. Give me a call, 800-248-0076. Shoot me an email, elwood@actionlighting.com. Feel free to leave a comment on the video. I'll try to get it answered as soon as I can get to it. Most importantly, I really want to thank you for your time and thank you for your business.